So, to the point, they're in the room with ASIC. We think the Senate is a sideshow. The Senate inquiry is a sideshow. You really have to focus on ASIC. We've looked globally at examples where this has happened. Similar things have happened before. If they go under the Consumer Credit Code, we're expecting you'd probably have like a 30% dip, but then it tends to have the same sort of growth trajectory. That's our best guess. We think it's a 50-50 line ball whether it does or it doesn't. But the key thing is, don't get focused so much on Australia. Australia is the sideshow to a huge phenomenon that is really outperforming, I think, everyone's expectations in the US in terms of its growth. Part of the reason why it's down at the moment is people are worried about the margin that they're earning in the US. That's another sideshow. They are deliberately putting the price very low to make sure they get maximum traction in that market so they can grow very fast. We were lucky enough to have a meeting with a very well-known retailer that people in this room would know that's recently started to use Afterpay. They said, we were so surprised how cheap it was. To my point, Afterpay's coming in there with a really low price, but also they've been surprised in terms of what it's done for the basket size and what it's actually done to the online. It's driving their online, and they're now going to the market, the US market, talking about their online strategy, something that they weren't really doing before, and it's actually being led in the background by Afterpay. It is very early days in the US. It's not out of the risk zone, but it is exceeding expectations. Don't worry so much on the margin. They are pricing it low, but that's where the value in Afterpay is. The US, it's a market 10 times the size of Australia. They can get traction there. That's where the growth is. And this stock has come off a long way. We wish we sold more. We halved our weight. We wish we sold more. But again, the risk is that you sell too much and then you miss the bigger show. So I can't tell you what's going to happen over the next 3, 4, 5 months when ASIC is sorted out. But my inclination is that this business is going to be a global success, and we haven't seen this sort of business do this from Australia internationally before, and it's quite exciting to be, a part of a company that's doing so well on an international stage. So that would be my answer.